is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Then I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He's taken down by Mark.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Newton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike 42, Mike 42. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Great.
Newton on 3rd down. Throw caught here by Bird. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And returning it, here's Hamler. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 26-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the play. And it's third down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Denver.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Cam Newton.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. This is intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete to
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, this is White. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
James White, the ball carrier.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Broncos.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A 1-yard pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
first down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On second down now, it's White, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts
It's 4th
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
We got 4. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Express. Mike's 4-2.
They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke, open man. He completes it to Judy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demarius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A pickup of
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Lock now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete.
pass
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the third-year running back, Philip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Going deep for Hopkins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Sets up first.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground, again Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw it is Locke. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming. Wait.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And 8
yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton. And Walker has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 37.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Delaney Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Patriots 14. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Devin McCourty brings him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're...
Travis Kelce. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Here's Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
If you were me,
20,
you do this
10,
too.
and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a first and 10. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And some room to roam now. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Touchdown defense.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
51.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Brendan McManus to kick off.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Demir Bird returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Completes it to Lee. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.